since we last saw you? What have you determined after seeing that? Good, bad, in the middle.
In the middle, still a long ways away, but I like the aggressiveness we're playing with. I don't think my guys are scared, which is a good thing. They like to hit. But we still got to do some certain things, cleanup wise technique as far as taking the proper angles, and, tracking the ball, getting cut back too much on. So still got plenty of time to work on that. But for the most part, I've been pretty pleased with how physical we've been and some of the plays we've made in space, and just overall tackling we've been pretty good.
This time of year, a lot of depth chart movement. Guys. I mean, you sort of have a starting group that seems solid, but a lot of movement behind them and moving guys around. Now that Marvin's hurt, he's down for a little bit.
We're just trying to find the right spot for some of the guys. The top three are pretty solid, and then behind them we have depth. It's finding the right fit and the good fit. But the more position those guys they know that makes us a better defense. Being able to mix and match, and even some of our starters we can do that with. So I've been pretty pleased, with guys learning new positions, playing new positions, and we'll continue to do that throughout camp.
So who would be your spurs behind Kazir with Marvin out?
Right now we have Giovanni Stewart. He's the first couple of days of practice, he was repping free safety and spur. With Marvin banged up now, he'll predominantly get most of his snaps at spur. Every once in a while, maybe throw him in at free safety just to keep him greased up. He's a pretty solid number 2 for us. And then behind him, we have a handful of guys. Shane, Commodore, Diamante Lindsay, E.J. Brown, just looking for one of those guys to kind of separate themselves from the other one.
So with Giovanni moving down to spur, who moves up at free?
Kenny.
Okay.
So Kenny's done well, productive, first 7 practices. So understanding what we're doing, needs to continue to get better, which he has been, but he's kind of earned the right to move up.
Doesn't freak you out that you got a free safety? I mean, a true freshman at free safety, or potentially?
I can't say it doesn't a little bit, but he's done well, and the things that he's messed up on are all correctable. It's not huge. It's just whether it's what he's looking at or reading keys eyes-wise, but that's stuff that we can fix. But I have confidence in him.
With Drayvon back, is there anything you can do additionally on the back end because of how much you can trust him back there that you couldn't a year ago?
Not really. I mean, we do what we do defensively. There's not one person's going to change scheme. If somebody goes down, that's what we do. Our guys buy into it. So, it's good to have him back as a playmaker because he understands, and he's explosive and he's one of our best guys, but kind of we do what we do, So.
What's it been like with Toyos bouncing back, because he was at free at the bowl game and then he's moved back into the Bandit slot. Kind of what's that been like?
Just a pleasure to be able to coach a kid that's willing to do that, and learn it. And I think he's kind of bought into that Bandit position. And again, he's a guy that can mix and match, that we can play in certain spots, different positions. But just shows his testament of his knowledge of football, of being able to handle 2 positions as quick as he's been in the program, for about a year and a half now. So it's good, and he's been doing well and only going to get better.
He said he likes the less running at Bandit.
It's lazy.
Yeah. But in the physicality, though, he mentioned the physical play, and that suits him better, he feels like, than when he was at free. He likes that contact.
Yeah, obviously you get a little bit more action at Bandit. I think that's, Drayvon always asks me, can I get some reps at Bandit? Because I think sometimes he misses some of the contact. But Toyos, I can see why it's not as much running, but he's more physical and able to use his skill set a little bit better at that Bandit position.